What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Talia, and this is my channel and my videos about cross stitch. If you are new here, hi, I'm so happy to have you. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. So I have a lot to show y'all today. It's been a little bit longer than I had planned on, but that's because this room behind me is, not that it's in that complete mess, but we brought the rest of the stuff from the storage unit here, and we're still trying to find places for some of it. Specifically his memorabilia and his collectibles and stuff like that, and his comics. So I don't want to chit-chat too much leading up to all this. I've worked on a lot of projects since y'all last saw me, and sorry, my brain was thinking about something else. I left my Whip Go board in there. I may have to go put y'all on pause and go get it, but I'll do that here in a second. But I have a lot of stuff to show y'all. I have like a whole stack of whips over here, and I actually have some haul this time, and one of them is kind of awesome. I had one of the giveaways that Sunshine Stitchers was doing in their weekly videos over the course of, I think, between July and August. I think they had them for quite a few weeks. But I won one, strangely. And believe it or not, I actually won the first one that I even attempted to win. So, no, actually I take it back. It was a third one. Don't listen to me, y'all. It was a third one. But I did win one, and I will show y'all the haul at the end. And we're just gonna have a good old time. I'm gonna show y'all what I've been working on for this past month and a half. Let me open my drink. Today we are drinking the Clear Choice, Clear American, which is a Walmart brand sparkling water. And this is the sweetened kind. I cannot drink unsweetened sparkling water. I can't do it, y'all. I have tried different kinds. I have tried so many different kinds of regular, like, unsweetened sparkling water. Can't do it. It just tastes nasty to me. So we're gonna get into it, and I guess we're gonna start with my current whips. The whips that are currently on my Q-snaps that I am actively working on at the moment. So and I did actually have a new start for Sampler September, and I will show y'all that here in a bit as well. So the first thing, Lord have mercy, you would think I'd be more prepared than I am, but I'm not. Of course I'm not. I never am. So the first thing is Spike Spiegel. He is a Year of Whips project that I am trying to finish this year. Oh, look. There's my Whip Go board. Guess I won't have to get up and go get it. So this is Spike Spiegel. I am trying to do this for my son, who is 30. Yeah. So this is basically a charting of a what do you call it? A scene from the intro to an anime show called Cowboy Bebop. So I'm sorry if I talk too fast, y'all. It's an anime show called Cowboy Bebop. And this is just done on DMC. I am doing this on, I want to say 16 count Black Ada. I always forget if I'm doing 16 or 18 count. Part of me wants to say 16 count. We're going with that. We're going with 16 count. But I will show y'all picture of where I was at last time you saw it. And I've done a little bit more. Sorry. As you can see, I have this nice bit of light right here and I'm trying to avoid. So that's how much I've done. I think, if I remember correctly, when I showed this to y'all last, I was like, I don't even want to know where I was at. I don't even want to know. I might have been around here, but I've gotten a little bit more done on him. And if you think he's almost done, he's not. There's not much left of this section, but then there's two more sections. There's one over here that's like another hand, and then there's a section over here on this side too. So this is just like the center section. So yeah, he's coming along nicely. I like looking at it because it's just so cool looking. You know what I mean? So got some work done in on him, and I'm going to continue working on him. I gotta figure out where I'm going to put my projects here. And the other thing that I am currently working on, that is currently on my Q-Snap, is another one of it's actually a WhipGo project. This is called Season and Time. It's a Moira, I always have trouble with that name, Moira Blackburn design, and it was a kit by Bothy Threads. So show y'all where that's. I don't want to get too close where that, you know. So just a really pretty sampler style design. And I will be showing where it was at when I picked it up last time y'all saw it. And this is where it's at now. I've done leaves on the side. I've actually done all a little bit further down this way. And then I literally have like one more row down here. And then I will move up and do some working on these flowers. Okay. So there's like flowers in here, and each one of these is a flower. So I'm gonna work on those. So yeah. I don't know what my goal was on that. What was my goal on that? My goal on that one was, I can find it. Yeah, my goal on that one was to finish that center tree. So look, I've been sitting here trying to figure out if my goal was to do 100 stitches like I have on most of my projects on my whipcord board this year, or if it was to finish the tree. And it's to finish the tree, so I'm well on my way to completing my goal. And in case you're wondering, I've actually done like about 300 and something stitches on that. So I will show my new start last. And these are actually in no particular order of the order that I've worked on them. So, next thing that I worked on over these last few weeks is a Long Dog Samplers design. This was in the Gift of Stitching digital magazine. And this is the whole design, but it was released in 4 parts. And I'm on part 2. So I have all of this done here, and then I started on these bands right here. So this band right here is part 2. So, right, let me double check on which bands those are. And part 2, do I have the actual like picture? Maybe? Yeah, part 2 is from about here. Because part 1 technically ended like right about here. Like within this band right here. So this is one. So all this right here is part 3. Anyway, I know y'all don't care. So my goal on this was literally just 100 stitches, and I well exceeded that. I actually did, where's my mystery sampler? I actually did 569 stitches on this, and that was just working on border, that kind of purplish border. So, and then I couldn't just do just border, so I started some of the actual flower design, or whatever you call that design. I started some of that because I had to go ahead and get into that. So that's where it's at now. It's a super fun sampler. It really is. Yeah. And if you like Long Dog samplers, they don't put out a ton of colorful samplers. They do occasionally from time to time, but this is a really fun one. So. Oh, I'm sorry. The Bothy Threads kit, I'm just using the kit fabric and the kit floss with that. This is on, and I always forget, it's a 40 count something or other. Could not tell you what. It feels like a Picture This Plus. It's probably a Picture This Plus, because I started it way back then. I have no idea. But it's a 40 count Picture This Plus something. And that just calls for DMC, so I'm just using the call for DMC. So all these other ones, I guess, all these ones that I'm not working on at the moment, I guess I'll be putting those back in my shelf whenever I get done. So next, I did work on Mary Jane Fry. Now, I'm giving up the ghost on Mary Jane Fry for this year. I was very overzealous when it came to making my plans to finish her. I'm not going to finish her. I'm going to put her away. She's half done. I'm going to stick with that. But this is Mary Jane Fry, 1861. It is by the Solitary Stitcher, Amanda Rowe. And this was a freebie that you could get at one point. You could still get it free. You would have to find her on Facebook or her social media and message her. And she will still send it to you for free, I think. But I think that she asks that you make a donation of some kind to your favorite charity. But I did get this when it was free, through the Fiber Talk blog. So, anywho, I'll show it to y'all where it was last time y'all saw it. And this is where she is at now. I don't remember how much more of this stuff on the inside that I did. I do know that much, that I did go ahead and finish that border just to make sure it was going to match up. So this is where she's at now. I was delusional when I tried to convince myself that the stitching on the top part of it was more heavy than the stitching on the bottom half of it. I was completely delusional. Because there is a lot more on that bottom half than just some lettering. So that's where all the motifs are. So that's where she's at now. And did I write down... I'm going to have to pick up this thread that fell. Did I happen to write down what fabric I was using? Probably not. Sometimes I would just write it on the pattern. And sometimes I'll have a card where I write it down on. Yeah. 40 count, be stitch me in grog. 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 And that was a Fabric of the Month color from June of 2021. So, in case anybody's wondering. I don't know if it's in her regular line, but you can ask her. So, that's apparently how long I've been working on this, since 2021. And it is high time that she gets finished. So, hold on, let me put y'all on pause while I go and retrieve this floss that just fell out of my folder. Hold on. Okay, I got it. And I'm just using DMC for that as well. So next, I did also pull out something that I have not worked on in a long time. And that is Heartstring Samplery, a Choose Your Own Model sampler. And when last you saw this, I had some of the greenery done here in the outside of that flower petal, and I think I had just started on the white on the inside of the flower. And I've gotten a good bit done on that. To give y'all an idea, I will be putting up where it was at the last time y'all saw it while I look for this. And did not write down how many stitches I did on it. So that's fun. I don't think I actually had a goal on it written down. I think in my head, maybe I was just going to finish some of the flower and whatnot. So this is on, while I have it out. See, I do save the tags sometimes. This is on a 40 count legacy from Picture This Plus. And I am not doing this motto or any motto that was included. I had Beth Twist chart one for me. And it says it says time and chance happeneth to them all. So this is where it's at now. I did finish the inside of the flower and came out and did these leaves here, and there's a few flowers here that I did. A few flowers here. These were already done, I'm pretty sure. Now I did these, and I was ready to put it away by then. So, but I'm pretty sure I did 100 stitches. I did more than 100 stitches. So at least a couple hundred. So put that away again till next time. As much as I'm trying to not start so much stuff on 40 count, it's just easier to start it on 40 count because it's just one strand. And one strand goes a long way. So next, I pulled out another one that I have not worked on since I started it, which I'm pretty sure was, if it wasn't last year, it was the year before last, but I'm pretty sure it was last year. And this is another Heartstring Samplery. This is called My Necessity. And I'm supposed to be stitching this as a stitch along with my friend Cheryl McKinney. But I don't know if she's even started it. I need to ask her about that, actually. I don't even know if she started it or... But I started it as part of a birthday start along with her for her birthday last year. Like I said, it might have been last year. It might have been a couple years ago. That's how long it's been since I worked on this. And this is, do I have the fabric? Any kind of information about the fabric? Of course I don't. But this is on a 40 count of some kind. And this is where it's at now. Do I have this upside down? I do have this upside down. My apologies. When last y'all saw this, I literally just had... trying to remember. maybe I had the lace, or maybe I had HE lace, something like that. But this is all the way out on this side, so this is as wide as it's going to be. So that is where it's at now. And I didn't want to just do words. So I came down and started a little bit of the, it's like a band of leaves or something right there. So it's super pretty. Super pretty. And, sorry. I have this metal desk and everything keeps, all my needle minders and stuff keeps trying to stick to it. I want to say this is a seraphim fabric or a hand-dyed by Stephanie fabric. And I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it. Sorry. But that is my progress on that one. So now she will go back for another year probably. And the last pre-existing whip that I worked on that y'all have seen, I tried to do this as a 24/7 or 25/7 project, and it just makes my fingers hurt. It makes my hand hurt to work on this. But I'm one of the people, I can't just stop. If I have the time, I'm not just going to stop at 25 stitches or however many stitches. So I try to keep going, and then I make my hand sore. So, I don't even remember where this was at, y'all. But I'm going to show you where it is at now. This is where it's at now. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. See, this is like standing out. This what do you call it? Symbol right here. It's standing out to me right now. But finished up some. I think I was working on this darker pink or a medium pink. It's in here. But I finished out that color, and then I was down here, and I finished it out down here. I don't know, y'all. I'm sorry. You would think I would know. But it's been a while since I worked on this. This was like right after my last video, and I don't remember where I was. And I don't remember how much was done on it, but anywhere you see actual like color, like this peach color and then these pink colors right here, that's all actual stitching. Everything else is printed symbol. Some up here, right there. I don't know. I'm going to leave this on my table just in case I get a wild hair to work on it. And if anybody's interested, it is I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. Because printed cross stitches never look like what the printing looks like. That's what it's supposed to look like. I am not doing, this is one of my Year of Whips projects. I am not doing the square border. There are actually 2 borders. And I'm not doing either one. So I'm not going to do that square border. Yeah, because part of me is thinking I want to put this in a hoop. I want to leave this in a hoop. So if I'm putting it in a hoop like that, I mean, it's going to look weird, but it would fit better in a hoop without the square border. You know what I mean? As my mom used to say, you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So, but this will stay on my table, on my cart, beside my stitching spot, in case I feel like picking it up again. So I'm gonna leave that over here. So lastly, the last project I have to show y'all is a new start for September, for Sampler September, and we are making it a red Sampler September. Because I love red samplers, but you'd never know it because I don't have any going right now. I had so much fun doing, it was a stitch along hosted by Jardin Privé several years ago. It's been years and years. And I had so much fun. It was a stitch along where she released a new part of it every week for, I want to say 10 weeks, maybe. Or maybe 6 weeks, something like that. And I did it in red, and it was so pretty. I loved it, and I love red samplers. So, I started the Provence sampler from Butternut Road. And they are using, whoever stitched this, they did use a variegated thread. They used a fancy thread, and because it calls for color called Flame in Karen watercolors. So, which I'm guessing is a red. But I'm not stitching it in that. I'm stitching it in a off-brand of DMC 115. And it's just really pretty. It has like dark reds and brighter reds. So, what does it look like? I love this so much, y'all. I did not want to put it down. But I'm like, I'm just here to start this. I'm not trying to spend all day. I'm not trying to finish it right now. But I did get a pretty decent amount done. So that's where it's at now. It's so pretty, y'all. I love this so much. And for the most part, this is as wide as this goes. There's another border on this side. On the side over here that's just like this. So, but this border at the top, that is as wide as it is. There's just another vertical like this over here on this side. And of course, I had to go ahead and do some lettering because that's my favorite part. I actually like lettering. I like alphabets. I like text. I'm one of them weird people because it goes fast. So, can it be boring and tedious if you have a lot of it? Yeah, but it goes fast. So, loving this, y'all. I love this so much. I love this so much. If I wasn't already have a ton of stuff to do this year, I would totally just pick this back up again and keep working on it. And this is color called Coconut Shell from Bestitch Me. And it's 40 count. So, but I do at some point when I get ready to work on it again, I do need to order some more of that floss. It's not a CXC floss per se. It's a brand called Airo, A-I-R-O. A-I-R-O. And it is really soft. It's polyester, I'm sure. But it's really soft. I can order more of it. I can order more of it, I think, on Alibaba or somewhere. I'll order more of it when I get ready to work on it some more. So, yeah, that was my new starts. So, I am trying to limit my new starts because I have a lot of whips, and I really need to get those down as much as possible. And I know, starting new things is not the best way to do that. And I have not finished anything this year yet. But I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. So, oh, that was a lot of talking. I need something to drink. So, what have I bought over these past few weeks? This is my, I'm not showing y'all matches. This is my prize. So, first off, at some point I was watching, I'll start from the beginning. I'll show y'all what I got first and then what I got next, and you know. So, I was watching Pam and Steph, and they influenced me to buy 2 of these things at 2 separate times. So I was watching Pam and Steph, and they were talking about the Halloween issue of Just Cross Stitch, and I let my subscription to Just Cross Stitch lapse like a couple years ago because I never stitched anything out of it. And I didn't see any point in continuing on with the subscription. But I would like to continue getting the Halloween and the Christmas specials. So, they were talking about it, and they were like, well, we're not going to do a full flip through of it because there are other people that do full flip throughs. And there are, and I went and saw, I can't remember if it was Helen D or Seazook Stitch. Seazook Stitch does flip throughs of a lot of stuff. So if you're looking for a flip through of a new edition of a magazine or a book or something, check her out and see if she's got a flip through of it. But they didn't want to do a flip through, and I went and watched the flip through from somebody else. And I'm like, that's it, I'm getting it. So I went ahead and ordered the flip through of the Halloween edition. And I also am not going to sit here and do a full flip through, but let's just say there are a few in here that I really like. Yeah, there's a few in here that I really like. So, and of course, I can't find any of them right now because I'm looking for them. This little ghost is so cute. He's so cute with his little beanie hat on. This will be a quick little stitch right here. That's cute. And like little, what do you call it? Pixel cats. Those are cute also. So there are a ton of cute designs in here. Just if you're feeling spooky. I guess the sections would be the best place to start, if there are sections in here. But yeah, just lots of cute little designs. And like I said, I'm not going to try to force y'all to watch me look through them. So, but yeah. And there's one on the cover too that a lot of people like. This one right here. I do like that one as well. So yeah. Picked that up. I got that from 123 Stitch. And, you know, no cross-stitching item, whether it be floss, a pattern, whatever, no cross-stitching item can travel alone. Especially if you're getting from like 123 Stitch and they charge like a flat rate shipping. You want to make it worth it, right? So I just went ahead and went into my wish list and picked out Vintage Birds from Jeanette Douglas. Super pretty. I know a lot of people have done this one, but it's been on my wish list for a while, so I figured now is the best time to do it. So, another time of watching Pam and stuff, they had just gotten the book Witchy Stitching from the Witchy Stitcher. She just put out a book of patterns. Her name is Meg Black, by the way. And they showed they had just gotten it, and I was like, And also, and it's another time where they didn't want to do a full split through of it. And I went and started watching, I really want to say it was Seazook Stitch. Again, I started watching somebody else. And they literally only got like maybe 4 or 5 patterns in, and I'm like, that's it, I'm ordering it. So I had to order that. Again, I will, you definitely need to go look it up, and if there's any book that you want to know what's inside it, go check. I will link, I really want to say it was Seazook Stitch that was doing the flip throughs, but I'll go check. I will link the videos below that I watched for the flip throughs. And it's not just patterns. She gives you like instructions on how to cross stitch. She gives you finishing ideas and instructions. Lots of really pretty patterns in here. I just can't even, I'm wondering if this little book of spells one right here, no, I was making sure there wasn't a pattern. This little book of spells bookmark right here, I'm wondering if Andy would like something like that. because the lady on there kind of looks like not Elvira, but she kind of with the kind of mermaid style dress, kind of looks like Morticia Addams. And the Addams Family is one of his favorite like spooky shows, like old shows. Addams Family is one of his favorite like properties. You know what I mean? She tells you about beading. She tells you on how to antique your cross stitch. This one right here is really cool. That one is really cool, but that's a lot of red on black fabric. But that one's really cool. And I do like the house one on the front too. That one's really nice. Sorry. Trying to stay out of the glares here. But yeah, there's a ton of like really cool patterns in here. These little bat people. Where'd it go? The bat coven. It's cute, but like in a creepy sort of way. And this says, there's one that says know your power. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing a full flip through, but I just want to show y'all some of these really cute ones. There is a ton of patterns in here, y'all. This one is cool. That one's cool. With the moth and the hourglass. So I had to get that, y'all. I had to get that. And there's Nevermore. I might do this one for Andy too. I have so many projects. And I think she actually painted all these branches and stuff on here. On the fabric. So trying to catch y'all on it. But yeah. That's cool. I think Andy would like that too. But yeah, lots of cool patterns in here. Definitely, if you are a spooky lover, definitely go check it out. And find you a flip through video. And this one is really simple. You don't have to do all these on the same fabric. It's like pumpkin jack-o'-lantern faces, but one of them is bats. So you've got jack-o'-lantern, bats, and jack-o'-lantern. And you don't even have to do it like this. You could probably just do singles like this on different pieces of fabric and then just make them into like little small ornaments or something. So, but yeah, had to pick that up. Yeah. And I got that from Amazon, by the way. So, I won one of the giveaways from the Sunshine Stitchers. And I'll show y'all what I won. Now, the one that I got, it doesn't have a ton of items in here, but I think it's worth it. Sheila was messaging me, and she said that these got thrown in by somebody had given them a whole bunch of these, and they just threw them in. Just some really pretty counting pins. Really pretty. I'm building up a collection of counting pins, y'all. I'm gonna have to like actually get like a pin cushion or something to put my counting pins in to display them. So first off, we have, and this was fully kitted up. This is Heart in Hand Friendship Garden. And it's fully kitted with fabric and the floss in there. And there's actually like a little ruler thing down here too. That's really cute. Does that go in it? It's like there's like a little ruler or something down there too. So cute. So yeah, Friendship Garden from Heart in Hand. And then we have Pineberry Lane. It's a red sampler. Pineberry Lane, Marie Journée, 1863. From, like I said, Pineberry Lane. Sorry. Super pretty. It's a red sampler. You know, I'm going to have to do that at some point. And then we have the Fanciful Sampler from Little Robin Designs. And I want to say there's stuff in here. I just noticed that. It's like it's chunky. Ooh, it is kitted. This is kitted up with floss. I didn't even realize that. I looked at it, like I opened everything up. This is kitted up with some floss. 5 different fancy flosses, so I don't think it's all of it. It's kitted up, out of all the flosses that it takes, they kitted up with the Classic Colorworks. But there is a ton of, that's the thread list, and they kitted up 5 of the Classic Colorworks that it calls for. So, really pretty. I hope I didn't just show the pattern. If I did, I'm sorry. But yeah. They got that too. And then we also got, or I also got, Plum Street Samplers Spring Moon. That's really pretty. I like Plum Street a lot. And then another red design, Ink Circles Cirque du Triangles. And this one I really liked, but I'm on the fence about doing it or not. This is the Put a Bird on It from Modern Folk Embroidery. There is a sale going on right now for this, but I'm not starting this right now. I love a good Quaker and Veerland samplers and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't know about this one. I like it. It's really pretty though. If I start it, it's probably going to be a while before I start it. I have too much going on. And last but not least, and I told Shirley I wasn't sure about this. This is that white work sampler. This is a white work design. It's needlework, which I have never done before. It's Ukrainian white work embroidery. It's called Building Blocks. This is level 2. Terry Bay Needlework Designs. And Shelia was working on this. Shelia did this one. So, and then it does come with a piece of fabric and a couple of needles. So, I told her, I was like, I'm not sure about that white work. That white work pattern. I was like, I have never done anything like that before. So, I'm a little nervous about trying that, about starting that. And she's like, it's fine, you'll do great. Like, okay. So, but yeah, I said it wasn't a big, like, giveaway lot, if you know what I mean. It wasn't a very big, package, but there was some really cute stuff in there, so that was awesome to win that. So, that's all I have to show y'all right now. We're going on 43 minutes and some change. I do have one more thing that I got. I did get one more thing, and I literally just got it yesterday. And that is a new car. It's not new. It's new to me. It is semi-new. It's a 2024 Nissan Altima. We traded in our old 2002 Jeep Liberty that we got as a hand-me-down, so to speak, from my mom years ago. Probably a good, oh Lord, 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. And we've had to fix stuff on that Jeep constantly anyway. And my boyfriend got tired of it, and he was like, I could be making car payments for all the money that I've put into this Jeep fixing it, so. And plus, my other car, I had a Nissan Altima before. And if y'all remember, if y'all been on my channel for a while, you'll remember that I had an Altima before. And right before we moved, right before we moved, my Altima got wrecked. Andy was having to drive it to work, and 5 minutes away from the house after he left one morning, and a deer jumped out in front of him. and literally like within inches. So there was no time to like stop or anything, and so the car ended up being totaled. So we were down to one car again, and then when we moved here, my mom had the GMC that was sitting in the garage for like 3 years. She hadn't been able to drive it since she's had Alzheimer's. And so we went through a lawyer, paid a bunch of money to get the GMC put in my name, to get her name taken off of the title and put in my name. So we still have the GMC, but we did trade it in the Jeep for the new car. And I'll put in a picture of it, and it is so nice. It's so nice, y'all. I'm loving driving it. One day soon, I'm gonna get the windows tinted on it, because I can't stand clear windows. I've always been a windows tinted kind of girl. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all for today. I'm sorry it took so long for me to come back. Things have just been crazy around here. I haven't had much time to be able to come back here and film. And it's hard when you have a little one who's about to be 5 here in a month and a half. She'll be 5. When you have a little one like that, and it is between work and her, and I was trying to find a time when I had the house to myself, where I wasn't, where y'all weren't hearing yelling and stuff in the background. So, but yeah, what else? I always feel like I sucked at these goodbyes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all go. If there's anything that I've forgotten, which there is likely to be something. If there's anything that I've forgotten, I will circle back around to it. And we've had gnats, y'all. Not gnats, but like fruit flies. They went away for a while, and then now they've come back. But anyway, if I've forgotten anything, I will circle back around to it and show y'all or tell y'all, whatever, in the next one. So, but I do want to try to come back in a couple of weeks to try to get back on schedule with the once a month thing. I do like the idea of doing like once a month for like the previous month, like if coming to you, like say at the end of the month or the beginning of the following month, and giving y'all an update for that previous month. So, I'll try to come back in the next couple of weeks, even if I have to do a video where everybody's home. And I'm just going to keep working on my WhipGo stuff and my Year of Whips. My Year of Whips, I am working on them, but I'm not really as focused on them anymore as I am getting progress on my WhipGo stuff. So, I also need to bring out Pink Peony. There's a lot of projects on this board that I have not even touched yet, because I did fall behind when I kind of lost my stitchy bug from like February or March up until a couple of months ago. So I am trying to catch up on that. So I still need to do, and the thing is, the one project that I have already done one of these projects that I've already done my progress on hasn't even been called yet. This was the first thing that I got done, and I'm still waiting for it to be called. I still need to work on just the stuff that's being called. I still need to work on Pink Peony, which is another stamped design. Reach for the Stars, which was the little Tatty Teddy design. I'm still on the fence about that one, whether I like that one or not. Because I had it on a white 16 count Aida, and then it got like a coffee splatter on it. Not that much that you can see, but I know it's there. and I can see it. It's just like a spot, a small spot. And so I restarted it on a hand-dyed green opalescent fabric, and I don't know if I like it or not. But it is on my cart in there in the living room. I still need to work on Birds of the Boughs, which I need to frog out the ship before I can pick that back up, because that ship is on the wrong side. And the way I have it now, it's in the wrong, it's oriented wrong. That's not even called yet, though. Princess Grace's ball gown, I still need to work on. Dutch sampler, I haven't worked on yet. Crescent Moon Dragon, I haven't worked on yet. The medallion sampler, I still need to put some stitches in. That was the Jardin Privé. Hannah Sanderson, I really want to work on that one. I'm looking forward to working on that one. That was a birthday start years ago. Sweet Dreams, I don't even know if I'm going to work. I don't know if I'm going to get any stitches in on that. Don't know if I want to work on that one or not. Do Different, I still need to work on. Winter is Past, I still need to work on. Miss Sarah Jane. So yeah, just those ones that I called out to y'all, that's stuff that's been called that I still need to work on. And most of them are like 100 stitches. But my thing is, when I start stitching on a project, I can't just stop at 100 stitches. And that's why I kept my goal so low. If I put, like, say, 500 stitches, I'm going to be forever like, oh my gosh, how much more do I have left to stitch to get to my goal? How much is left? How much more do I need? Like, how long is this going to take? But if I stick to 100 stitches, then I'm going to keep stitching. I'm going to keep stitching past that 100 stitches. Even if I only get up to, say, 200 or 300, at least I met my goal. And put hands on it. So that's my whip go board. So that's all we got for right now. What was called this month? Oh, so Hannah Sanderson was called, and My Necessity was called, which I have already completed that goal. So at least there's one thing. Yeah. Sleepy Hollow. Why do I have Sleepy Hollow marked out? Why do I have Sleepy Hollow marked out? I guess I did work on that back in January. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, y'all. Anywho, I'm gonna let y'all go. I've been rambling for a while now. I've been rambling for too long. And I am going to enjoy my time and get in here and do some stitching before they get home. I'm probably going to work on the Season and Time sampler some more. I don't know. I'll have to figure out what I want to work on. So, I'll see y'all again real soon. I guess, like I said, hopefully in a couple of weeks. And I can just give y'all an update on the last couple of weeks. I don't know how much haul I might have next time. Because this is the haul that I showed y'all this time. This is unusual for this amount. Maybe, I don't know. Mo Sale posted some silks that she's going to be, her Saturday silks she posted earlier today. Some of those look tempting, especially when you have specific projects in mind. So, I've been looking for the perfect, like, deep green to do a specific project for, what is it? It's the Long Dog Samplers Dilemma. I have a Long Dog Samplers in Dilemma. And I was wanting to do that in green, like a dark, dark green. And she shows where she's going to be uploading some green tomorrow. And some purples. And a red. So, we'll see if I get anything from her. I love her silks, but I would have to order so much of it. Especially that green, if I want to do Dilemma in that. Even on a 40 count, I would probably need a few skeins of that. I have to figure out how much I need for that. Anyway. Don't know if there's going to be a haul or not next time, but I guess you'll find out. So I'm going to let y'all go. And I will see y'all again real soon. Until then, get lots of stitching in, and I hope you have a great week. See y'all again soon. Bye for now.